we first came up with the very first prototypes for BlackBerry, and I started socializing them around Silicon Valley, what I heard from CIOs and security directors was, look, I don't care what this is. I don't understand what you're talking about, but it better be secure. Because if it's not secure, we'll never deploy it. And that really stuck in my mind, because when we went back and I started talking to some of the early employees at Research in Motion, we were privileged to have some of the finest graduates in cryptography from the University of Waterloo. And they immediately ran with that and built a foundation of security that really is what we built BlackBerry on. It wasn't something we added later. This BlackBerry was designed from the ground up to be secure.
What I really find interesting about cryptography is all the math that's actually involved behind it. A lot of cryptography is based on the mathematics of big numbers. And although the reason it works is actually very complicated, the math involved is, in one case, no more complicated than high school math. And I really find it interesting that in order to implement the cryptography requires very low-level mathematic skills, but to know why it works or how to prove that it is secure requires postgraduate degree in mathematics. And I just find that difference fascinating. When we were first thinking about doing BlackBerry, and we were basically envisioning the idea of sending email to your hip as an extension of your desktop, it occurred to us that if you could receive your email at your hip, who else could read that email as it was transmitted over the wireless network? So we realized early on that encryption security was going to play a key role in the development of BlackBerry.
BlackBerry is a very different device to a simple cell phone. It's got to be connected all the time. Our users expect that it will never fail, basically. And we're exchanging data almost all the time. So, and that places different stress points on the protocol stacks. We discovered that the external stacks that we had looked at were primarily designed for cell phones and really weren't optimized for BlackBerry use.
I want to go back to my interview with Mike Lazaridis. I remember him saying to me that, Harry, we're going to make a wireless modem the size of a credit card. My contribution was I wrote the first UI engine for the first BlackBerry, the 957 Mobitex device. Myself, Herb Little, and Mike Lazaridis actually met one summer for many days in a row during the mornings, and we designed and defined what the UI was going to look like, what I call the object action paradigm that the BlackBerry still has today.
Well, the first BlackBerries were the Pager, the 950, and then the 957, and then we launched our 5810, which was the first product that had Java on board, and that was a big risk that we took to move to a Java-based platform. Nobody in the industry was really doing it to the extent that we were doing it then, and even now we're somewhat unique there, but it's been a great move for us in terms of having a standard platform that works across all BlackBerry devices, enabling developers to create applications that will work on any BlackBerry.